Hey guys, what's up? Tyler here, and welcome back to another video. And before we get into this video, I just want to apologize for no videos last week. That was because Summer was home for spring break and we were doing all kinds of stuff to get ready for our wedding, which is happening on June 21st of this year. And so that's why there were no videos. But she's back at school now, and so that frees up some more time for me to make some more videos. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the Wii U and whether or not the Wii U is a success or if it is pretty much a doomed failure that should have never ever happened in the first place. And so the Wii U is Nintendo's latest console, but maybe not the greatest, and it's not the most powerful of the latest consoles either. The Xbox One and the PS4 are definitely more powerful in terms of graphics and processing, but we all know that graphics don't make great games. Gameplay is what makes great games. And honestly, some of these newer consoles, they advertise our games are all in 1080p and they're all just so beautiful. Well, your cutscenes might be in 1080, but most of the time, a lot of your games are actually being played in 720 or something like that with a 60 frames per second. So would you rather play a game in 720, 60 frames per second or 1080p and like 20 frames per second? So you just got to look at really closely what you're actually playing, what you're actually reading. But that aside, I'm definitely more of a gameplay over graphics kind of person, but graphics are still important. But yes, the Wii U isn't the most powerful thing on the market, and it is running HD though, because the Wii was running standard definition. The Wii U is now running HD, and I'm in the boat that thinks Nintendo timed this just right, because if you take a look at it, at least in my scenario and everybody else that I've known, when the Wii was released, most people had standard definition televisions in their house. They didn't have HD TVs because they were pretty expensive though, that far back. It's been how many years? 7 years since the Wii's been released? I'm not sure exactly, but I think it's around 7 years. But 7 years ago, HD TVs were pretty expensive still. And so most people, including myself, had standard definition televisions in their house. And so Nintendo is trying to reach this broad audience, decides, okay, we're going to make this a standard definition console, but it can still put out really great games. And so I think it's perfectly acceptable for the Wii to be in regular standard definition. But then the Wii U comes around and they're saying, okay, most people have standard definition, or not standard definition, most people have high definition televisions now, which is the case. All of our TVs in the house are now HD because they came down in price and they're much easier to buy. And so Nintendo's like, well, time to put HD in our console. And I think they timed that just right. You might disagree with me. That's okay. We could still be friends. But the Wii U has obviously been struggling, and it all started back with the launch. When the Wii U launched, it had a very, very dismal launch lineup. I mean, we had New Super Mario Bros. U, which was just basically a port of New Super Mario Bros. Wii, except for, I guess, different, I don't know, in HD, a couple different power-ups. But there was Zombie Land U or Zombie U, Nintendo Land, Black Ops 2, Assassin's Creed, Scribblenauts, I mean, a couple other games by third parties, but it was really lacking. And in my opinion, Nintendo didn't have enough first-party titles ready for the Wii U launch. I think that definitely would have helped it, because really the only thing I was interested in was New Super Mario Bros. U, and just because it was a Nintendo console, and I love Nintendo. Okay, yes, I love Nintendo. Does it make me a fanboy? Maybe, but I'm not afraid to admit when Nintendo screws up, and I do think they screwed up with the Wii U launch. After I got done playing New Super Mario Bros. U, my Wii U sat dusty on my shelf for months. I didn't play it, didn't turn it on, had no reason to. I didn't feel like playing it, and I didn't have any games. But after much long waiting, Pikmin 3 finally came out. I felt like I was waiting forever for that game, since Pikmin 2. But Pikmin 3 came out. It was a beautiful game, very well done, really enjoyed it. Definitely made good use of the gamepad, being able to see the map and where all of your Pikmin are at. If you haven't tried Pikmin, the series is great. Try it, even though it might look kiddie. It's not really kiddie at all. It's basically you're controlling an army of little people, and they get ate up by big scary monsters. But it's still a fun game. And so the wait between Pikmin 3 and things like Wind Waker HD and Super Mario 3D World wasn't as much of a wait. But now we are in the era, in the time frame of Wind Waker HD, Super Mario 3D World, Lego Marvel Heroes. I know it's not a first-party title, but it's a lot of fun. I own it. It's really good. But now we have things like Mario Kart 8 coming out. Super Smash Bros. Is going to be coming out. We have all kinds of games that are slated out for this year's launch. And so I think the best of the Wii U is yet to come. And also Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I haven't played it yet, but it's been getting great reviews, and so that's another game that Nintendo's released for the Wii U in this current time frame. And so with games like Mario Kart 8 and Super Smash Bros., those are big, huge games, and I think they're going to be system sellers. I think Super Smash Bros. Has the capability of being one of the best Nintendo games ever made if they do it right, if they do DLC the right way, if they regularly update it, if they just take good care of the game. I think it's going to do amazing. And I think it's going to sell a ton of systems. If they bundle that, if they bundle Super Smash Brothers with the Wii U, I think it's going to be doing great. They did it with Mario Kart Wii with the Wii, and it sold good consoles and sold good numbers. And I think the Wii U could do the same thing with Mario Kart 8. I think those are both going to be great system seller games. I also think whenever the new Legend of Zelda, not Hyrule Warriors, the actual franchise Legend of Zelda gets announced, and whenever it goes for sale, I think it's definitely going to sell systems as well. Because I think one of Nintendo's main problems is that people don't know the Wii U actually exists. They think the Wii U gamepad is an accessory for the Wii. And they actually ran a TV spot where they're saying, the kids are saying, okay, we're going to convince our mom and dad to let us buy a Wii U. And there's mom and dad are saying, you already have a Wii. And they're like, we know, but it doesn't play these games. And so Nintendo's trying to push out that the Wii U is different from the Wii. It's a new console. But I still don't think a lot of people understand that. And so that's their biggest trial, I think, that they're facing. But I think they can overcome that once they start releasing Mario Kart 8, Super Smash Brothers, Hyrule Warriors, all these other games, because kids are going to want these games, but they're going to say, hey, they don't work on the Wii. We need to buy the Wii U. And so I think Nintendo's future definitely lies in the hands of its games. The Wii U is not dead. It's kind of boring, but it's not dead. And I think the games will definitely save it. Now, will these games do so much as to make it the top-selling console of this generation? I don't think so. I think the PS4 is probably going to sell the most. That's just my gut feeling. But Nintendo's glory days were last generation, where they just completely sold a bajillion Nintendo Wiis. The Wii U is going to do well, but I don't think it's going to be the top-selling console. But I could be completely wrong. They could just come out of nowhere and say, hey, look at all this awesome stuff, and everybody buys like 10 of them. I don't know. It might happen. But I don't think it's going to sell the most of this generation, but it's definitely not going to be a failure. And I think the Wii U's best days are still coming. Smash Brothers is going to be great. Whenever we get a new Mario RPG, something along the likes of Mario Galaxy or Super Mario 64, whenever we get a new Metroid, hopefully a new Star Fox, all these other first-party titles that need to come and need to be released, I think it's all going to be really awesome whenever they do come to the Wii U. And I'm really looking forward to it. And I think the Wii U has a bright future, and I'm definitely looking forward to the games that are going to be released in the future. And I've said this before, and I'll say it again, Nintendo will always live and breathe by their first-party titles. Third-party, you know, I thought maybe at the beginning of the Wii U that they could do this with third parties. No, it's not happening. They just can't get it along with third parties. I don't know why. Third parties just are like, whatever, Nintendo, we'll leave you alone. But I don't know why. Somebody tell me. I don't know. But I do think they will always live and breathe, and they will die by the first parties. Nintendo would rather go to the grave and go bankrupt than to let Mario be played on a PlayStation or an Xbox, because they have so much pride in their IPs that they're saying, no, you're not going to use that. And so, yes, they'll live and breathe by their first parties like forever, and that's really what's going to sell their systems for them. And so I want to know what you think. Let me know what you think about the Wii U down in the comment section below. Is it a failure? Is it still have some chance at selling good numbers? You know, do you think it was a waste of time? Do you think Nintendo should have waited? Do you think they should have released something earlier? Let me know what you think about the Wii U down in the comment section below. And if you own a Wii U, let me know what your favorite game is or what game you're looking forward to most. Personally, I can't wait till Smash Brothers gets released. I'm going to play that game like non-stop. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, let me know what your favorite Wii U game is down in the comment section below. And also leave this video a like if you did enjoy it, and subscribe for more videos from me. And check out all my social links and Patreon page. They're all in the description below. And that's all I have for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Nintendo, when are you going to make a game that goes back to the world of Super Mario Bros. 2? Wart is there, Mouser's there, all those guys are waiting. They've been waiting since, what, 1980 something? When this game was released, they've been waiting. When are you going to bring them back? Everybody wants them. Go to Super Mario Bros. 2 Subcon, bring back Wart and Mouser and all their little baddies, and bring them into a Mario game. Okay, thanks, bye.